If you're working to get caught up in a class that you are below passing in, my best recommendation is locating which assignments are bringing your grade down in the Grades tab and finding those assignments and completing them in the Content tab. So this is just an example of a biology course. You will want to do this with any courses that you are below 60% in. I don't want you to use the My Schedule tab. I don't want you to use the Overdue tab. The best way to get that grade up is actually locating which assignments is bringing that grade down. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the Grades tab and show you a little bit more about what I mean. Like I said, I'm showing an example for biology, but you can do this with any course. All course pages are set up similarly. So I clicked on the Grades tab to get here. Under points, you can see the amount of points you have earned and the amount of points that were possible. So if you know a little bit of math, it's this number divided by this number to actually give you this percentage of your grade. So if you want your percent higher, we need to get your points earned higher. And how do we get that higher? You complete or resubmit assignments that are bringing this grade down. So what we're looking for as we're scrolling through is anything with a 0. Remember that 0 is just a placeholder. That means that maybe you did not complete that assignment or were not able to earn points on it. That's okay. We want you to earn points, so we give you multiple attempts to get that assignment in. It's teacher discretion of if you are able to earn full points, but anything is better than a 0. So these would be the first assignments to look for. The next I look for is anything that is highlighted with this pinkish reddish color. That would mean that that grade is near or below passing. So as we look through, we find more zeros. Okay. So for this student, these zeros would be the assignments that the student needs to complete. So what I recommend is using a good old piece of paper or Microsoft Word, sticky notes, whatever works best for you, but writing down the assignments that you need to do to get caught up. So we need to add to the points earned by earning some of the possible points for each assignment. So this student would write down in Unit 1, 1.05 lab. Scrolling down again. In Unit 2, 2.08 lab. 2.21 unit test, Part 2. And then quizzes in Unit 3. So 3.03, 3.08, 3.17, and 3.20. You can see that you cannot click on the assignment from here. So that means you'll have to do a little bit of detective work. And then, like I mentioned before, we will go to the Content tab next. Now that we're in the Content tab, we're going to use that list that we just came up with from that Grades tab. Now we're locating the assignments in the Content tab. So the first one was in Unit 1. Now what you want to make sure to do is that you need to view everything in the lesson, not just the assessment, but anything that comes before that. So the learn, practice, whatever readings or slides come before that. So here is that first lab that the student did not complete, but should turn in for points. So if we click on Learn, that's going to tell us a little bit more about what we're completing. And then assessment would be the assessment or the Dropbox. If it's a graded assignment, you should be using the digital materials link to download any worksheets, rubrics, or instructions needed for that assignment. Next thing I want to show you for graded assignments is under Tools and Assignments. You can see which assignments you have submitted and the feedback for that, or assignments that you have not submitted yet. This is another way to get to the Dropbox, but let's say you did submit a graded assignment, but you didn't get the score on it that you wanted. That's where you can read the feedback and reattempt to turning in that assignment for more points based on your teacher's feedback. At the end of the term and throughout the year, it's really important to look at the class announcements in your course. That will let you know what's coming up for the week, give you important information about tests or other assignments coming up, and possible extra credit opportunities or ways to get your grade up at the end of the term. Of course, talking with your teacher is a great step as well. However, please know that you have access to what you need to get your grade up in the Grades tab and the Content tab. Again, if you are working to submit or resubmit assignments, please make sure that you are viewing everything listed for you in the Content tab. On the left-hand side, it will show you the number of slides, topics, or assessments that you still need to complete in each unit. If you have viewed everything, you will see this check mark next to it. This is the goal, to have everything checked off. This is confirming that you have used all of your resources and are reading everything you need to before completing an assessment or an assignment.